Buddy, this is Jeffrey W. Jansen again. One of the things I'd like to go over with you real quick, in the news lately with Prince dying and not having a will, me being in the military and guys leaving all the time, going overseas and having wives and stuff at home and girlfriends at home and everything and having kids back at home, families all over the United States. I would say a good portion of the United States, they don't have what's a will, okay? Because a regular law firm, whatever, they charge so much for a will. One of the things that we do at Legal Shield is when you come on, either as an individual or as a family, one of the things that we do is we give you your will, living will, healthcare power of attorney. This right here is a will, okay? And a lot of people, they don't think a will is a big deal, or they say, I don't have anything to leave. Well, that's not true. You have yourself to leave, and instead of letting everybody else go through the hassle of courts and fighting each other for who's going to get custody of kids, or who's going to keep you on life support, or who's going to keep your feeding tubes in, I mean, when you're talking about a will, you're talking about you still being in control of your life, your assets, and your future, whether you're in a hospital, whether you're dead and gone, whether or not you're taking medication and you cannot function correctly and somebody else has to, whether somebody else has a power of attorney over you, you get to choose who gets to do all this. I joke around all the time, and I always say when I got my will done through Legal Shield, one of the first things I did was made sure that my daughter was not allowed to plug anything in. If I went to the hospital, she can't plug any of her princess electronics in the hospital, because I don't want my life support being unplugged. And I also got it set up to where all my stuff is, I had it set for 3 months out. In other words, no matter what, for the first 3 months of my life, or whether I'm in a hospital bed or anything else, no one's allowed to pull the plug on me. I want to make sure that if I'm going to come through, if I'm in a coma or something. Anyway, I just want to go over real quick and show you the will. This here is called a will questionnaire. Okay, when you become a part of Legal Shield as a member, and there's no contracts, whether or not you terminate Legal Shield or whatever else, this is good for the rest of your life. Now, every year you stay with Legal Shield, they're going to update this will for free. Okay, and what we're going to do is I just want to go over a quick, just kind of give you some ideas of what it is. Okay, basically, they're just asking who you are, if you're married, if you're not married, if you got kids. They're asking if you have who your biological family is, if you're adopted, stuff like that. Things that are private and only you know. So when you send it up to the lawyers, they're going to write it up, they're going to type it all up, they're going to send it back to you, you're going to get it notarized, and then you're going to put it in a safe place, and then they're going to send you a healthcare power of attorney, which is different than a will, because that's what goes on when you're in the hospital. But in here, we make this as easy as possible, because when we say that you can call our attorneys on unlimited matters, on unlimited issues, okay? You can call them and ask them questions to get this will written up, and it's not going to cost you any more than what your membership is. So you call them up and say, hey, I got a question with my will on page, we'll just say I got a question on page 4 of 6, and it says, indicate how you want your assets to pass when you die. It says check 1, and then they give you options and everything. Well, they also give you things over here on the side explaining, so you don't have to call a lawyer. On the sides here, telling you exactly how to write up your will. Now, why is this will important? Well, I was planning on doing this, and I've had a lot of my Marine Corps buddies, some of them die of cancer, some of them died of suicide, some of them died of automobile accidents. Some family members, they die of old age. My grandparents, family members died in motorcycle accidents. I had a friend slip and fall in the shower, and he died. The other day, we don't know the cause of it. I had another buddy of mine. I just read just a few hours ago that he died. You don't know every day what's going to happen and how important a will is. So, this is a will. And if you have any questions, call me. 217-316-0219. Thanks, everybody.